Okay. Oh, see, something keeps rattling. Oh, that it? Yeah. Yay! It was rattling the other day. There's no plan for this vlog. This is an impromptu vlog. This whole day is impromptu.
Yeah.
Was the coffee hot? Did you? I had like heated up the carafe again, so it might have been.
Okay.
So I'm gonna color. I think we should just do free association impromptu. Oh, I did. Maybe this could start things off. I picked two. Hello everyone. I put the little hello there, and two sentiments. If you want to read your tea leaves, just kidding. These are the tea tags. Read your tea tags. Walk beautifully, talk beautifully, live beautifully. Isn't that nice?
It is.
And the other one is experience will give you the power and confidence to be you. Why were you laughing already? Is it a song?
I remembered something.
Do you want to share?
I'll put it up on my phone and you can read the post.
Oh.
It's just all of a sudden, something that you said was like, ba-ching.
I love when something hits you. I mean, should be careful how I phrase that. I love it when I hit you with something. Wait, that also didn't come out right.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-huh. It's like, is it spring? Is it winter? It's like a flurry, and then it's
Sunny.
and kids are wanting to wear shorts and t-shirts outside. Yesterday, I saw my husband shoveling a little of the driveway, and he really, I allow him to enjoy his manual labor. No, he really he's very sort of stereotypical and gets in there and whatever, but our son wanted to play catch with him, and so I said, hey, I'll just finish this up real quick, and he was like, oh no, I'm not really shoveling.
So just, there's two there.
Okay.
So
those are good thoughts of the day.
Read it.
I will.
Good thoughts of the day.
Well, a really important thought I really wanted to leave all of you with is from an engineer's perspective. So I was shoveling. He's like, oh, I'm not really doing anything. I was just going to, I was just moving it so it would melt faster. And I was like, what? He's like, oh no, don't shovel it into the plants, like off of the, he's like, shovel it into the sun. And I'm like, that just feels silly. Like I'm moving all this snow right into the sun. He said, no, what were his words? He said, you've got to harness the infinite power of the sun. No, horsepower. He was like, billions of, it was just the way he said it. To harness, you've got to let the sun's power work for you. And I was like, still, this feels silly. And wouldn't you know it, I shoveled all that snow just to prove a point. Like, this is silly. It was all gone and melted. Now, this is coming from somebody who works with money for a living and feels like get your money to work for you type of thing. Yeah. I kind of like that idea. So I kind of want to figure out how we can harness the infinite power of the universe. Don't stop with just the sun and have it work for us. How about that? Amen. Let's just go with the flow, you know what I mean? Go with the freestyle flow. Okay, so other people have other thoughts. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. No, Darren Hardy, I guess it is. How many times do you think a person can say, that something or another is the most influential, whatever, person, or the best book I've ever read, or the most inspiring author, of their life? Like, do you ever feel like there's some people who just kind of casually, it's kind of like the old I'll pray for you thing. It's kind of like, it kind of wears out its welcome. So if there are certain people who are like, oh, this is the most phenomenal. A lot of people like, this is phenomenal. You are going to be blown away by this amazing new product that has completely revolutionized my life for the better. You guys are going, I am telling, it's like that kind of,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you kind of go like, no matter what it is, like if it's not like the holy grail of like youth serum that's literally gonna make you go from like being 80 to like being in utero, like it sort of feels like a major like you kind of overhyped it, you know. I always am like, you're probably not gonna like this, and then they're like, what, this is amazing, and I'm like, nothing special, and they're like, what, no, you're like the awesomest person I've ever met. See, I let them.
I did forget what kind of coffee I was drinking yesterday. I took a puff of my cigar and I started to say, oh, and today I'm drinking
bourbon and...
Oh. And I was like, oh, mind blown. Like this cigar. I was like, this cigar.
Oh,
Blown.
you were so distracted by your mind actually being blown.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that happen on camera to anybody.
I was like that totally
You're like,
happened.
let me pick up the pieces. You're like, sorry about that, guys. Okay, this person writes.
But I have to.
This person writes, this is one of the most influential statements in my life. I mean, like, that's one thing if the person's like 10. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, of your life, I pause to make decisions, and I alone
Yay!
am responsibility
Yes.
for where I am. I am responsibility.
As am
I am. It's like I had to watch some Anchorman.
I. I am that I am that I am.
Anchorman. What's the guy's name? This is Brett? Brick. Anchorman. He's like, I am lamp. He's like, Brick, are you just naming things that you see in the room? I like, and saying that you like them. I like desk. I am responsibility. That is a typo, but
That might be my favorite quote.
Oh,
I am responsible.
well, we haven't gotten to the actual for where I
Oh.
am at this moment in life. And the quote is this: you make your choices, then your choices make you. Chicken, egg, chicken, egg. The disco version of this song. I think. Sometimes I get a good feeling about my choices, and then I get a really bad feeling sometimes when my choices start controlling me, and I'm like, back off, you're not in charge here. You know, like, you make your choices, and then your choices make you.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah. But that's true.
Like,
That's
don't
so
ever
true.
choose to ask what these
Like-
things are you're eating.
Like, well, you know what that says to me?
What?
It's like, have you ever seen somebody who thinks they're trying to catch you in like, oh, I'm trying to catch you and I'm going to say something about what kind of a sneaky person you are. And meanwhile, they're the sneaky person, and they're sort of the person who's like, the stuff that they say kind of like, it's actually true for them. It's not true for you, like whatever they're quoting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this person that well, so I don't know, but the way that I read it is kind of like, it's ominous, I feel. but it's also very true. But if you're saying it like, this is the kind of life and the person that I am, I think it's kind of one of those things that could really come back to haunt you. If you're like, I make my choices and they're such good choices, and then my choices make me who I am, and I'm proud of it because this is who I am. Mm-hmm. It's like usually the person who's saying that has so little insight that they truly believe that their choices are making them who they are, and that's therefore a good thing. And a lot of times the person who's peddling that life, that sort of way of living, I don't know, it kind of, to me, it beckons back to the whole, like, the preachers that just say, like, do as I say, not as I do type of a thing. Yeah. But they're saying this like, this is how they're making their living.
Yeah, it's a lot of hypocrisy.
That's right. It's like really easy to say this kind of stuff. It really is so easy, especially if nobody is in looking at your choices. I mean, honestly, most of the world is living like that, and especially if you have to go to the great lengths of posting it on some kind of a social media or something. It's just kind of like, methinks thou doth protested too much. I really love that saying because it's so true. I mean, and honestly, in a lot of ways, that's why I wrestle with like not wanting our business to blow up too much. Like, I feel like we're sitting on something that's super successful. It's going to be super successful, but I don't feel like it's time. I feel like we're still developing it. I definitely want it to do well, but it's not in the stage where it can blow up quite yet. And I also I'm very wary of people who see dollar signs in something, getting attached to things. It's like, I really like to see how people truly respond and how things are going, especially at the stage where there's nothing really happening except ideas. So I like to have people who are bought into ideas, bought into the mission of something. That way you get to see their true colors, see what really matters to them. Instead of, it's really easy for someone to invest in an idea if it already has dollar signs attached to it. I mean, duh, the hard part's already done.
Right.
And you don't want those people on your team if that's all they're there for, because honestly, they'll ruin your whole, they'll poison the well.
Well, I'm finding that a lot about life. When things are going well and so successful, oh, sure. Then,
Oh, everybody's your best friend then.
Yeah. But what about in the hard days when this was...
Yeah, or just even personally speaking, like...
Grueling.
Even personally speaking.
Grueling midnight hours.
People love to... have a hostess. People love to enjoy, the fruits of, a wonderful person when there's something in it for them. And I think that, to me, the test, and some people, honestly, that is the currency with which they manage their life. And that's, to me, that's a sad thing, because I'd like to know, just, can you raise your hand, everybody? Can you just wear a special headband that says, like, that's really what you're about in life, and then all you guys can go over there and you can do your happy little high five parties and just do your own little circle around one another and just do all that baloney over there. And then anybody who's interested in, like, and I don't feel hateful towards them. I just feel like it's just a different way of living. And
exactly.
Like, why should we have to? It's like rubbing against the grain. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys will be, just trust me, you'll be better off over there just with one another. But I think, truth be told, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. I speak fluent movie quotes. I think, like, they know that would be a very shallow existence if there was not even one person to remind them what it's like to be actually human. So even though